You know what time it is? This is not a happy occasion at all. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 19. Right and Wrong, Part 2. You hear my tone, right? Yeah. This episode is fucking bullshit! This is now going to go down. This arc is going to go down as the most brutal and savage arc in all. I don't say that lightly. Listen, this is... I don't want to mention an arc from Togashi. And I'm not saying it's exact. But I think everyone knows about the Chimera Ant arc. How many people died in that? Now, most of those were, What happens in this episode defies logic. Okay, so let's retread. Last week, we had Yuji against Mahito. And the thing is, last week's death with Nanami, that was not... It was shocking to me, but I expected it. Because if you see the episode, you see him walking down, and he's really messed up, dude. He's got third-degree burns. He was on death's door. He really was. He was on death's door. He was on... Yeah. But this episode? No. This is just if this is character development, because I'm not saying I've seen it, I haven't read the manga yet, but I heard some things of what goes down, and I'm just letting everyone know. That doesn't sound like character development to me. Because it's just huh? And this is the thing that makes me go what the hell? There's nobody supervising Yuji. Nobody. There's nobody. Nobody. Gojo's locked up. Nanami's dead. The person who died in here is dead. And Megumi's unconscious. Who? Oh, wait. I forgot. Brother's gonna show up. Let's get back on track. Like I said, Nanami's death was expected. I saw it coming when he looked like Freddy Krueger. But it wasn't that bad off. What happened was Mahito split his body apart. Now the part that was split off, that was fighting Yuji, was the real guy. And we see him fighting him... Well, we don't see him fighting him yet. We see Nobara. And we see how she leaves when she shouldn't, but she didn't want to leave Megumi and Yuji to fight alone, which is kind of like a callback to the beginning series, to the beginning of the first season, when they went into that school and everything. But she goes through the barrier, and she encounters Mahito. But this is not Mahito. This is his clone. So his clone can't do the things that Mahito can do. So they have their fight. I thought the animation also, I just want to say, for, Mappa's situation, it was pretty done well. It was done very nice in this episode. Now, they had their fight, and at some point, Nobara gets the better of him. We get to see Yuji. He's getting blasted by people from Mahito. Eventually, because he split himself up, and because Nobara, she hits Mahito with her nails, and what ends on happening is it affects the original. And then Yuji lets him have it. But because of this, the parts kind of merge at some point. Of course, Nobara decides to chase after him. Nothing bad could happen, right? They converge. Yuji goes there and he sees Nobara. Now, the fake, Yuji's thinking they're going to combine again. The fake passes the real Mahito to go after Yuji. And the real Mahito goes after Nobara and he touches her face. Great! Great! Just what we want. More death! We get this was a pretty long flashback with Nobara and her childhood friend, the girl who she was with, and she go to her house and she was sad when she left, and then we get like a callback of that, and then you see her friend. She says goodbye to the other friend, which is that little girl who she went over her house to play video games. And she cries and they leave. And then we get a scene with that girl at work doing some things. We hear her co-worker say something's going on at Shibuya. And then we get some thing with Nobara, and we see, oh, wonderful, we see Gojo and Yuji and Megumi and Maki. Oh, God. And we see her with her friend, and then we see her looking at Yuji, and some pus hitting on her eye, and her thing explodes, and she falls down. I've never, in all my years of watching anime, reading manga, have ever seen a manga where the mangaka literally kills almost half its cast. Now, I know people are going to comment section, everybody else is going to say, that's not true. Let's count here. Gojo's in prison. Nanami's dead. Now, Nanami's a side character, but Gojo's in prison. Okay. Megumi is unconscious. And Nobara is dead. Who's left? Oh, let's see. Maki, who, she's in no condition. Who's left? Oh, who, Toto? Like, at this point, I'm like, wow. You really, I'm going to say it. I believe the guy, I could be pronouncing this wrong, Gege Akutami, you hate Yuji. I said it. I'm sorry. It needed to be said. I personally believe he hates his main character. Because there is no way you do this kind of brutality on your MC without a good reason. And I personally think he hates him. Yeah, I'm calling it. Because this is so severe. And even if it is character development, even if you call it character development, in some odd, freaking up way, what can I expect here? What do you? Hello? Now, next episode's called Right and Wrong Part 3. Oh, of course we got Mahito. Oh, by the way, I do kind of spoiled myself. I kind of know what happens with Mahito. But I'm not going to say what happens. But overall, I thought the episode was good. I will give it this much. The deaths are, being done well, I guess. My problem with character deaths is this. When they're dead, that's it. That's it. You cannot tell any more stories about that character. They're gone forever. I know people are going to say, well, they're getting flashbacks. Yeah, but they're there. They're dead. So, this was... And listen, I don't want to call this manga out, but you might want to be careful here. Because some people, they don't like doing of the death of characters very well. And they might go, boop. Just saying. I'm not one of those people. But it's just like... Because if this whole thing is character development for Yuji, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Now, people have told me, it says, oh, wait, this character development. It's character development. Yeah. Where is it? And what development are we talking here? What exactly are we talking here? Character development of powers, of abilities? What exactly are you talking about? Because all I see is unnecessary death. The most brutal arc in all of shonen. The only arc that I can think of from my experience of watching shonen anime and reading mangas all across the board that is more brutal than this is Chimera Ant. The only one. Not even Togashi would do this. You know how crazy this is? Doing something like this? That's like if all of a sudden, you know what we're going to do? Why not kill Killua? Yeah, that's a good idea. Or Lirio. Yeah, let's kill him off. Oh, how about this? We'll do Yu Yu Hakusho. Let's kill Kurama. Yeah. I know it seems like I hate the episode, but I don't. It's a good episode. I give it a 10 out of 10. But man, I hope this Mahito gets so up that he's nothing but a pile of flesh on the floor, which I believe. Who knows? This has been Vodka 22. Pissed off, kind of upset, but still a good show. It's still a good show. It is. You killed my boy, and you killed Nobara, but it's still a good show. It's still a good anime. But man, it's like cutting me quick. I'll see you guys later. Peace.